United 0, Liverpool 0. Manchester United hold Liverpool to a scoreless draw on the road. Look, going into this match, I don't think anyone was convinced United were going to win. Most people were worried that they wouldn't get a result at all, but they were able to. And you know what? I think Ten Hag had to switch up his tactics. We played much more defensive than we have all year. All year we've been pressing high, trying to win the ball in the opponent's half. This time we sat back and tried to counterattack. I don't blame him. No Bruno. Rashford was sick. The team has not been in great form lately anyway, and we haven't created a lot of chances going forward in the Premier League. So, completely understand that this is how you need to play. And sometimes you need to go on the road to a team that's playing well and just get a result. Like, listen, going into the game, Liverpool, they were first in the league. United was sixth. Liverpool was 7 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses at home with a plus 16 goal differential. United, 4 wins and 3 losses on the road this year. Not terrible, but in the last 18 months, I guess all of Ten Hag's tenure, I don't think we have a single win against the top 6 or the traditional top 6 or top 5, whatever you want to call it, besides us on the road. So, people were not expecting good things from us. And I think the energy and the sort of the popular opinion was that United were at risk of getting smacked again. If you look at the last few Liverpool results, I think Crystal Palace, there was one against Luton Town. They didn't play great, but they still got the victory. And I think looking at this game, they dominated the ball. They had a ton of chances. They had something crazy like 5-6 corners in the first 20 minutes. We were definitely under siege, but we had a solid defense there. And there was always the chance and always the fear that going into the end of the match that Liverpool were going to come down and, get another late winner, which they've been doing all season. There was another stat that they said that Liverpool had 15 goals in the last 15 minutes or whatever it was, but they led the league, the Premier League in that stat. So there was always the chance that they were scoring. But at the same time, that left a lot of space in behind. And again, if I'm being completely honest, I'm a little disappointed just because we had the best chance of the game, in my opinion. Højlund was one-on-one with Alisson, their goalkeeper, and he went for power, hit Alisson straight in the chest. I felt like if he had a little bit more guile or finesse, he could have tried to nutmeg him, go through between his legs, or try to put something in the far corner. But I'm not, too upset about it. It was his weaker right foot. He's a lefty. So he had the best chance, and we had a couple other, not half chances, but we got into the box. We probably, if we were a little better form, maybe even a little bit better players, to be honest, we get a few more shots out of that. So in that regard, I'm slightly disappointed. But all in all, I'm happy we came out of there with a result, because if you had asked any United fan going into this match at any point in the last week or so, would they take a 0-0 draw or a scoreless draw, any kind of draw against Liverpool at Anfield, they would have snapped your hand off for it. So, going into it, like I said, they were in much better position than we were. United were struggling with form and all the pressure under Ten Hag. But, this is not the best possible result, but it's better than the alternative, I think. Where do we go from here? We have a few more games coming up before Christmas. We have West Ham. We have Aston Villa before the new year. So we have West Ham away, Villa at home, and then Nottingham Forest, and then Forest away. So all winnable games, right? Forest, not a great team right now, but they can counter. They can give us trouble. West Ham also struggling a little bit most of the year, but they've played well lately. And then Aston Villa are absolutely flying, but that one's at home. Either way, those are all matches we should be getting results. I'm thinking a win against Forest, a win against West Ham, and a draw against Villa would be good results for us, even though that's a home game. Best case scenario, it's all 3 wins, but knowing that Ten Hag feels a little bit more comfortable playing Mainu and Amrabat together, hopefully we can be a little bit more solid defensively in these tougher games like Villa, who I think are third in the table right now. But let me know your thoughts. Were you happy with the result? Were you a little disappointed like I was? Do you think that, we're going to play more defensively moving forward? Or is this just something that we did for Anfield so we didn't get pumped 7-0 again like we did last year? Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and to subscribe. And I'll see you definitely after the West Ham match, but possibly before. I might start doing a couple previews so people know where we are going into the match. Either way, great result and up the Reds.